Welcome back to Paper Snippets. Today we're going to continue on our Halloween journal ephemera ride, and we are going to make hidden paper clips like this. Nothing fancy, but join me as I make a couple to use for tuck spots. So this is my example, and he measures 1.5 inches by 3. So I pre-cut some strips to make this go faster, a little pre-planning. And there's a couple ways we can do it. This one, it's totally hidden, and this outside piece is really, this is a decoration, not a fold over. And then there's another way to do it with the fold over on top. So let's do one of those first. So we've got our one strip here. I'm gonna go grab the corner rounder. Here we go. I'm gonna start by rounding these corners to make it a little smoother slide on. So this should be about 6 inches. Just double check here. Nope, about 6.5, which is fine. The trim, I am going to trim it down just a little. This one's 5, so I'm going to make this 5.5. It'll be a little shorter than our other one, but I like the skinnier margins around it. So let me just get rid of a little piece here. No big deal. Again, there's no right or wrong in this. That's our first strip. Then we're going to put this one on top. Let's go around the corners. I like this little candy cane pattern, or candy corn pattern. And all we do is we're just going to fold this in half. Now this is going to be our top cover piece, and the paper clip will be hidden under this one. Now this one I think I'm going to score because the paper is pretty heavy. So if I did 5.5, I'm going to do 2 3/4, right? I'll just get a little start here. All right, and again, this is super thick. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't match up exactly, because you're not going to see it on both sides at the same time. Give it a nice little crease. Okay. So that's the way it's going to look when we're done. So what we want to do is we're going to grab a paper clip out of here. And this is a good way to use up the small ones as well. Whenever I decorate, I usually grab the bigger ones like this. Whoops, and I'm not seeing a big one in here now. All right, whatever. Okay, so that's going to be hidden on the inside. What I want to do is take my X-Acto knife, and I'm just going to right in the center, just going to give a little slit so that my paper clip can poke up through. A little bit bigger. So just like that. And we're going to center it a little bit, but we're good. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to glue around the paper clip on the one side. Pull them up just a little for right now. We're going to poke him back through. And then come on down, and we're going to center him on there. Just like that. And we'll put a little more glue underneath on this side. Use my bone folder here, get a nice coverage. All right, and then I'm going to push this down a little bit. Now, before I go all the way down, I'm going to take a piece of ribbon and I picked up this Halloween bundle last year at Michael's. I like this orange. Let's take a little piece of that. We're going to feed that through. Now some people tie knots, some people don't. I like to tie a knot, so I'm going to do that now. Put a little more glue right here underneath. Keep it in. And then we're just going to push this down. Just like that. And that hides the paper clip. Then we're going to flip it over. Now that that first side's done, this is a much easier side. Go up and around. Close it off. Bone folder just to smooth it down, get the glue spread up underneath there. All right, and it's that simple. So we have two. Now I'm gonna ink these edges because they're pretty white. It's a white cord piece of cardstock, so I'm just gonna ink that. I want to have more of a dark look. I'm just gonna run my ink across that. You could also use a Sharpie. Maybe before I place it in the journal, I'll go over it again with a Sharpie. All right. So it is that simple. And then all these do come on in. You want a clip? It is just going to slide right down on there, just like that. That's that easy. So let's put together a couple more. Now I'm going to pull this one off. I might find some stickers to put on that, although I like it just like that as well. We'll leave our inspiration out. We'll take a photo at the end. So I have all of these strips here. Okay. Got another orange and black. Got these stripes. And we also can do it up. Show you the way I did this one. I'm just going to round. This is just a scrap piece of paper. You're not going to see this one at all. So I just picked a tiny scrap of paper that I don't really like. Just fold that in half. So on this one, we're just going to reverse the process. But this one you won't see at all. Okay. So just like that. And I like this one straight like that. So let's see. He's a little long. Let's bring him down size-wise. We'll make him, yeah, we can make him 6. I'm going to make a couple of real short ones too, but for right now, these long ones are working. Okay, we're going to fold him in half. Now this pattern does sort of have an upright, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Again, I'm going to round the corners only because I like the look. All right, so for this one, this is going to be the outside, and there's not going to be a cover like this one. So again, we take our X-Acto knife. We're going to give a little slice here in the center. Okay. Place this guy in. Maybe find some, do I have any purples here? I also have this one. Oops. I have these black bats. Kind of like that. Got this wine purple. I like this one. Okay. So we're going to stick it up through. This off. And we've got our glue. So I'm just going to center it on the inside here. Give that a nice coat. Press it down, push our paper clip down, hold it for a second here. I'm going to get another little push down. Use my bone folder. Okay. Now, on this side again, this isn't super straight on the inside, but you're not going to see this at all. You're only going to see the outside. Okay, there's number 2. Now we'll decorate the outside. Like this one with a sticker or something small. I have this